See whether live is coming. అయితే నేను ఇక్కడ నార్మల్ రికార్డింగ్ మాత్రమే చేస్తున్నా, ఇక్కడ ఓబిఎస్ లో గోలైవ్ టచ్ చేయట్లేదు. ఓకే, రికార్డింగ్ చేసి లైవ్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. Good afternoon everyone. Sorry there was a little bit of delay. Just let me know whether my voice is clear. Hello Pavani, hello Harish, visible Madam Arvind. Thank you Arvind. Priya, hi ma'am. Hello Priya. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon Arvind. Good afternoon Pavani. Just let me know if everything is clear. If everything is clear, then we'll go into the session. Yes ma'am. Arvind, thank you so much Arvind. Wow. Yes ma'am, voice is clear. Thank you so much Pavani. Clear ma'am, clear. Thank you Harish. Everything is clear. Yes, clear ma'am. Alpha Wafa, sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Yes ma'am, everything is fine Pavani. Everything is perfect ma'am. Vinita, thank you thank you everyone. So yes, we are going to start the session now, and you all already know that this is a class for Super 50, nothing but our well-known Superthon for cost and management audit. It's okay madam. Thank you Vafa. Shriya, clear ma'am. Hi ma'am, good afternoon. Yashwant, hello Yashwant, good afternoon. So yes, this is going to be a Super 50 questions revision booster session. So you all already know that this is our schedule. So this class is going to be from May 30th, which is today, May 31st, and June 1st and June 2nd. 4-day session will be there, and daily the session will be for 3 hours. Hello. Yashwant, can you share capsule for soft copy, ma'am? Yes, Yashwant, we'll come to that. In 2-3 minutes, just wait. I'll give you the enough clarity what all you want. Everything will be given to you, and everything will make you clear. After that, we'll enter into the session. Rocky and Pushpa's story is inspiring, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry. Thank you, Harish. Thank you so much. Ma'am, requesting you to cover workbook questions, please. Yes, that's what we're going to do, Pavni. It's only YouTube live or even face-to-face. No face-to-face, Shavya, only YouTube live. Ma'am, can you share the notes required? Yes, will be shared, Shri. Yashwant. Okay, ma'am. Okay, okay. I'll again get to the chat box. Just give me a few minutes time for the introduction and then we'll move to the chat box. Now, this is going to be a Super 50 live session class and classes is going to be there on May 30th, which is going to start today. 31st, June 1st and June 2nd is going to be our classes. And timings will be 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Daily 3 hours classes will be there. Our entire duration, which means the total duration for this Super 50 session is going to be total 12 hours. So yes, 12 hours class is going to be. In this 12 hours, we are going to complete the Super 50 questions and we are going to go through with the concept book, with the capsule, which is our handwritten notes, and also our Pinnacle book, which is our workbook. I'm going to cover all the 3 books and we are going to cover the Super 50 questions. And this is the day wise schedule. This is already shared in the Telegram channel, and the exclusive CMA final Telegram channel link is already given in the description box down below. If anyone of you are not there in the channel, then please join the channel so that you'll get the real-time updates about the class, and the notes link, everything will be shared in the Telegram channel. Yes, so this is the introduction about the Super 50 class. Now, what I wanted to tell you, many of you students will have a doubt, ma'am, whether the Super 50 questions will be a combination of descriptive questions as well as we have practical questions too. Now, this Super 50 live class will be entirely descriptive, which means only theory questions we are going to discuss from the Super 50 questions. Ma'am, what about practical questions? There will be another section for our practical questions in which I'll be discussing 25 practical questions there, which is very much relevant for upcoming June 2025 examination. So yes, this Super 50 will be entirely of descriptive only. We are going to have a theory Super 50 questions. Why only theory, ma'am? Because in your examination, you already know the paper pattern. Most of the questions are only theoretical questions. Only few questions, which means approximately 3 questions will only be there for practical. So yes, we're not going to give practical a choice option. We are going to discuss practical also, but majorly importantly, we are going to focus on descriptive Super 50 questions. I hope it's clear. And what are the sources which I'm going to use in this particular Superthon? I'll be using my concept book. I'll be using Pinnacle, which is workbook, and also my capsule, which is handwritten notes. Most of the students also are very well aware and are getting so much benefited with the Pinnacle, capsule and the concept book. But do not worry, those students who are not having these books, a course will be created. If you want soft copy of Pinnacle or capsule, then you can purchase that. You can visit to the BCCA app and you can get the soft copies there. If you want hard copies, that too is possible. We are trying our level best to give it as early as possible, but at your own risk, you can purchase those also. Hard copies are also available, and yes, we are also trying to make you available soft copy as well. So yes, this is regarding the introduction. If you want to know anything about the Super 50 class or anything further, you can ask me in the chat box. I'll be there 2 minutes in the chat box and then we will start with our session. Shri, ma'am, can you share the notes required? Yes, will be shared. Yashwant, okay, ma'am. Abhishek Gupta, after live, this video will be on YouTube. Yes, it will be available on YouTube. Abhishek Gupta. Vignesh Vicky, hi ma'am, thanks a lot ma'am. I cleared CMA final group 4 in December 24th attempt. Last attempt also you covered Super 50 questions, helped a lot. Now preparing for group 3 exams, hope I will pass. All the very best Vignesh Vicky. I'm very happy that you have come to live to make your friends know the importance of this Super 50 live session. Yes, a practical live example is here, Vignesh Vicky. Thank you very much for coming to the live and all the very best for your group 3 preparation. Yashwan, now you shared it, helps to make notes and PDF in live, ma'am. Okay, Yashwan, we'll try. Pavan Kumar, please create soft copy course as soon as possible, ma'am. Yes, as early as possible it will be made available. Will the course link be sent in Telegram channel, ma'am? Yes, it will be shared. Please also take practical as well, important. Yes, Tanish Jain, practicals will also be taken, but not in the Super 50, but it will be taken in a separate video. Question wise, like what questions will come in question paper? Harish Hari, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B likewise. Yes, an analysis will be made for that also, and yes, I'll be telling you that. Yes, ma'am, thanks again. Now, bye, ma'am. Going to prepare and attend Bhavya ma'am's class. Okay. Thank you, Vignesh. Okay. I think I have made you the enough clarity. MCQ bank discussion. Yes, MCQs will also be covered in another video. Gausia. MCQ session will also be there. Yes, MCQ session will also be there, Jinali Shah. Sweet. Please do MCQ video also, ma'am. Yes, sweet. Tanish Jain, when practical video will come. After completion of this theory Super 50, practical video will also be there. Pavni, workbook questions, ma'am. Yes, we are going to do workbook questions. Nani Ravi, ICMAI re-released practical questions also covered, ma'am. Yes, everything is covered. So yes. I think I have given you the enough clarity. Now we are going to go into the session. Now, as you all know that this is the day 1 of the live session, and today our target is to complete cost audit, which is section A cost audit, and you all already know our syllabus pattern. Our entire cost audit is divided into 4 parts, which is section A, section B, section C, and section D. Section A is entirely about cost audit. Section B is about management audit. Section C is about internal control, internal audit, and other related issues. And section D is about forensic audit and anti-money laundering. Now, in this day 1 class, we are going to start with section A cost audit, which is having a majorly important weightage in your examination. Mostly 60% of weightage or 60 marks weightage is only covered from section A. So even a single unit from section A cannot be taken as an option. All the units are very important. Now, today we are going to start with section A, in which we are going to cover the first 5 units. Unit 1, basics of cost audit. Unit 2, company CRA rules 2014, which is company's cost records and audit rules 2014. And unit 3, cost auditor. Unit 4, cost accounting standards and GASAP generally accepted cost accounting principles. And unit 5, cost auditing and assurance standards. So these are the first 5 units which are there for us. Now, this is the Super 50 sheet. So already the Super 50 sheet is available in our BCCA app. So you can go there and get access of the Super 50 sheet. And we are going to cover the Super 50 sheet today. And this is our capsule book, which is our handwritten notes, which is way more colorful. Everything is given, everything is covered, nothing is left out. Now, in this capsule, I have given you the ABC analysis for upcoming June 2025 attempt. Now, how this ABC analysis categorized based on the recent MQP of June 2025 attempt. Based on that, I have categorized and given you the ABC analysis. Now, what is category A? Category A is high weightage, frequently asked in exams, and conceptual plus practical mix must master. When you are preparing for CMAD, category A is the topics which you couldn't skip. And category B, medium weightage, asked moderately, supporting topics are given and should understand about it very well. Category C, low weightage, rarely asked directly and revise quickly. So yes, even a single topic cannot be left out. But what can be done? A category topics will be focused more. B category will be given a very understanding, and C category topics will be revised. A quick revision will be given for C category topics. Now, What are A category topics? If you have your own books, you can write it down or you can note it down in your index. If this book is available to you, then no need of it. Now, A category topics. Companies Cost Records and Audit Rules 2014, which is from Section A, Cost Audit, and Cost Auditor. This is also from Section A. Overview of Cost Accounting Standards and GASAP. Management Reporting Issues and Analysis. Management Audit in Different Functions. Audit of Different Service Organizations. Forensic Audit and Anti-Money Laundering. These are categorized into A category topics, which means a question will definitely be asked in the examination. Now, B category topics are basics of cost audit, cost auditing and assurance standards, preparation and filing of cost audit report, basics of management audit, information system security audit, internal control and internal audit. Now, C category topics are operational audit, evaluation of corporate image, cost audit program, and cost audit documentation, audit process, and execution. These are the classification which I have done based on the recent MQP and based on past paper analysis. This is A, B, C, and categorization for upcoming June 2025 examination. I hope it's very clear. Now, the major question which many of you students have, the concept book, workbook, and Pinnacle, we have three types of book. Concept book is for entire conceptual clarity only, and Pinnacle, you can cover all the question and answers of past examination paper, recent MQPs, past MQPs, everything is covered in that, and also board material questions are covered. And last but third, which is capsule. This is for your benefit, which is created for your day before examination. So everything is simplified and given to you, and you can rely on these three books for your exam preparation. It is more than enough. Now, I hope it's clear. So now we are going to start with our Super 50 class. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for the first question of Super 50? I need a reply in the chat box. Are you ready? Shall we start? Guys, I want an active participation in the chat box. I need only capsule, ma'am. Is there capsule only, ma'am? We'll try to make it available. Thank you. Balaji, yes, please. Yes, Balaji, we are starting. Pavan, yes, ma'am. Okay. Arvind, Radhakrishnan, yes, ma'am. Done. Super, super. So, yes, we are going to start. Shreya, yes, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Now, from basics of cost audit. Now, if you see basics of cost audit, Manoj, yes, ma'am. Pooja, yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you, everyone. Harish, yes, ma'am, ready. CMA aspirant, ma'am, I want to buy your workbook alone. How to buy it? A course will be created. Thank you. Pavni, yes, ma'am, please start. Shri, ready, ma'am. Ma'am, marathon part 2 is not available. No, Saho, it is available. It has been made available. Please go and check the BCCA YouTube channel. It's available. Marathon part 2 is already available. So yes, basics of cost audit. We are going to start with basics of cost audit, which is unit 1 from section A, cost audit. Now, if you see from the new syllabus paper pattern, this has been tested in new syllabus. In the previous last 3 attempts, this is being asked as a question, and your first question 1A, which is 2A, sorry, first question will be entirely MCQs, and 2A, the first question will be from basics of cost audit, except the previous attempt. The last 4 attempts are from new syllabus, and in that new syllabus, for past 3 attempts, except the past attempt, except the previous attempt, whatever the attempts are there, the first question was from basics of cost audit. So the first question is from question number 1, Pinnacle, page number 1. So in page number 1, what is our first question? Now, question number 1, concept number 2. This has been tested in June 24, which is also given in MQP of June 2025 attempt. So, this is there in your MQP question. These all are upcoming CMA aspirants. So, upcoming CMA professionals are there in this chart. Now, question number 1. What is the scope of cost audit? Explain. What is the scope of cost audit? Now, if you see how you are going to start this particular question of scope of cost audit. First, you will write what is cost audit. Cost audit is an independent examination of cost statements, cost records, and other related information of an entity with a view to express an opinion thereon. So, this will be a first point when you are writing about cost audit. What you are going to write? Cost audit is an independent examination of what? Cost statements, cost records, and other related information of an entity with a view to express an opinion thereon. This will be a first point. And then you will write about the scope of cost audit. What does it mean by scope? Scope means the entire coverage of cost audit. By doing cost audit, what all the entire organization will get the benefit from? The primary objective of cost audit is ensuring accuracy of cost data, accumulation and exact computation of cost of a product. So, by doing cost audit, we'll know what is the cost of a product and we'll know about the accuracy of cost data. Now, if we see the capsule for scope of cost audit. See, scope of cost audit. What is the primary objective? Ensuring accuracy of cost data, accumulation and exact computation of a cost of a product. Now, you have to write this point. Cost audit is not just a compliance tool, but it has a wider scope. What all we can get the benefit from a cost audit? It will give us control over element-wise cost, which means it helps in monitoring and identifying areas where cost can be reduced, like material, labor, overheads. So, we'll have to understand this point that we will be able to reduce the cost, which is called as control over element-wise cost, and determine sale price and margin. By doing cost audit, we'll be able to identify where we are doing or over wasting cost, which means we'll try to reduce the cost. If we know what is cost, we'll be able to know what is our sale price. If we know our cost and sale price, we'll be know what is our profit margin. So, determine sale price and margin. Provides accurate cost data. Better cost audit helps to determine appropriate sale price and margin. And the third point is supports management decision, assist management in decision making. For example, launching a new product or discontinuing the unprofit ones. So, the management will also get a clear-cut idea about what kind of decision should be taken. If which kind of decision we are taking, how the cost can be reduced and revenue can be increased in the organization. Standards and budgetary controls helps in minimizing waste and optimizing the resources. So, we will be able to create the budget for the next upcoming financial year and improve efficiency, identifies areas of inefficiency. So, these are the wider scopes of cost audit. How many points we have? We have 5 points in it. These 5 points are more than enough for your examination. You can remember only this 5 points. First is control over element-wise cost. Second, determines sale price and margin. Third, supports management decisions. Fourth, standards and budget controls. Fifth is improved efficiency. So, this is what you're going to write in your answer when the question is about scope of cost audit. First will be a cost audit definition. Then you will write what is the primary objective of cost audit. Then you will write the wider scope, 5 points. I hope it's clear. Question number 1, I hope it's clear. So, this is what here it is. Cost audit is an independent examination of cost statements, cost records. First, you'll write about that. Then you'll write about primary objective. And then you'll write about wider scope of cost audit. Hence, cost audit not only to be considered as a compliance tool where the same is mandatory, cost audit is mandatory for certain industries. But the outcome is far reaching beyond the compliance. It is not just for compliance, but beyond the compliance. Now, beyond compliance, what all benefits we have? We have these benefits, which is called as the scope of cost audit. I hope it's clear. So, this is the MQP June 2025 question. So we have completed our first question of Super 50. Question number 1 is done. Now, question number 2 and question number 3. Now, what is question number 2 and question number 3? Question number 2 is about describe about general objectives of cost audit, and question number 3 is about what are the social objectives of cost audit. Harish, Hari, ma'am, little slow, please. Okay, Harish, thank you. I'll be little slow. Okay, I hope question 1 is clear for each and every one. I hope question 1 scope of cost audit is clear and you have understood what you have to write when the question is about scope of cost audit. Now, moving on to question number 2 and question number 3. First, the question number 2 is about general objectives of cost audit, which has been tested in December 2021 and also a board material question. Now, question number 3 is what are social objectives of cost audit, June 2023, and also a board material question. Now, both general objectives and social objectives are from same concept, which is objectives of cost audit. What are the objectives of cost audit? Are concept number 4. Now, from this concept number 4, general objectives and social objectives. Now, what does it mean by objective? For what purpose we are doing the cost audit? It is called as an objective. Now, this objective is categorized into 2, general and social objective. Now, what does it mean by general objective? Within the organization, within the entity, if it is getting any benefit, it is called as general objective. Now, what is social objective? By doing this cost audit, if society is getting any benefit, if environment is getting any benefit, if other organizations, customers, investors are getting any benefit, then it is called as social objective. So by doing cost audit, we'll have both a general objective as well as social objective. Now, what are these general objectives? We'll go to our capsule and see a quick revision about general and social objectives. Now, objectives of cost audit. Sai Kumar. I guess this is not a place for that. Objectives of cost audit, general objectives and social objectives. Now, what are the general objectives? First, major important verification of cost accounts. Why cost audit is being done? Cost audit is being done for verifying the cost statements, cost records and other related information of an entity. So, verification of cost accounts is a general objective. And then point 2, ensuring prescribed procedures are followed. When these cost accounts, which means cost records and cost statements, are being prepared, we have a certain prescribed procedures to be followed, which means we have rules, regulations, policies to be followed. We have standards to be followed, whether everything is complied or not. Regarding that checking, ensuring prescribed procedures are followed while preparing this cost accounts. And third point, determining the inventory valuation. When determining inventory valuation, what is the value of an inventory? We need to know what is the cost. We need to know what is the price we have put. And by doing cost audit, we will know the element wise cost, which means it will directly or indirectly let us know about the inventory valuation. And fourth point, to facilitate the fixation of prices of goods and services. We are doing cost audit to identify our wastage and cost. Now, by knowing about cost, we will be able to know about the price also. So, we will be able to fix what will be our price for the goods and services. Detect and control the abnormal loss. Now, what is abnormal loss? Any uncertain loss, which is not normal in nature. If any uncertainty is there, we will be able to detect it priorly and prevent it priorly so that our wastage will be minimal. Detect and correct the abnormal loss. Ensure optimum utilization of resources. Detection of errors and frauds. When doing this cost accounts, if there are any errors or frauds, we will be able to identify it by cost audit. Periodic reconciliation of financial accounts and cost accounts. We also have the reconciliation. So, when doing this reconciliation, it will help us. So, all these are the general objectives of cost audit. So, what are those? Verification of cost accounts, ensuring prescribed procedures are followed, determine inventory valuation to facilitate fixation of prices of goods and services, detect and correct the abnormal loss, ensure optimum utilization of resources, detection of errors or frauds, and periodic reconciliation of financial accounts and cost accounts. So these are the general objectives. Within the entity, we are getting this objectives. For this purpose, we are doing the cost audit. Now, what are social objectives? Which means outside the entity, externality of entity, how it is getting benefited. Verifying pricing of products are justified, preventing overpricing or underpricing, and whatever the cost is there, cost should be as per quality of the product. So this is to begin to get the benefit to the public. Whatever the price is fixed, the price should be to prevent the price to be overpriced or underpriced for a product, and whatever the price is that should be the worthful for the quality of the product. That is the main social objective of a cost audit. And then removing differences between prices of a product, which means if our organization is producing mobile phones for 10,000 rupees, if there is a similar product in the market which is available for 8,000 rupees, then the product should have a same price. If it is having a same quality, same quantity and same features, it should have a same price in the market. But if it is not having, then the cost audit will help us to remove the differences between the prices of products. And point number 3, when products are in global market, looking into no cost based economic imbalance, which means if I am going for production of goods or services, if I am providing any services, I'll not be only giving in the inside the India, within the country I'll not be providing it. I'll go for outside, I'll go for multinational companies also. Now, if I am going for a global market, which means the products will also be available, which means different products will also be available in the global market. If in the global market, the price for a product is around 25,000 rupees, then whatever product I am going to take, it should not be less than 25,000 rupees, because we have a concept called as anti-dumping duty. Yes or no? So if we are taking our products outside India and giving it for lower prices, which means we are dumping our products in the global market, which is not allowed. And if we are knowingly or unknowingly doing that mistake, cost audit will help us to know about it. When products are in global market, looking into no cost based economic imbalance, so that whatever the cost is there, it is a balanced cost, no imbalance is there. And point number 4, efficient utilization of resources, reducing waste and promoting practices that benefit the society. So we are using the resources in a sustainable manner so that it will also benefit the society. So these are the 4 points for social objectives. First is verifying pricing of products are justified, preventing overpricing or underpricing, and cost should be as per quality. And second is removing differences between prices of products. Third point, when products are in global market, looking into no cost based economic imbalance. And fourth point, efficient utilization of resources, reducing waste and promoting practices that benefit the society. So these are the social objectives. I hope the points, whatever we have discussed for general objectives and social objectives, are clear for you. Parvathi, ma'am, if only social objectives is asked in the exam, then those 4 points are enough for 7 marks. Please tell how to elaborate. Yes, it's a valid question. It's a great question. There are only 4 points when you are talking about social objectives. And this is being tested in the examination. If this is being asked for 7 marks, then yes, you have to go for elaboration. Now, how you are going to elaborate? First point, you're going to write it as to verify the pricing of products. Second point, you'll write it as preventing it from overpricing or underpricing. And third point, you'll write it as removing differences between prices of products in the market. And fourth point, you'll write as when products are in global market, to make sure or to ensure that there is no cost-based economic imbalance. And fourth, you'll write efficient utilization of resources. Fifth, you'll write reducing waste and promoting the practices that benefit the society. This is how you can bifurcate this into 2 points and write it. And then you can bifurcate this into 2 points and write it. And here comes your 6 points answer. And obviously, when the question is from cost audit, your first point will be cost audit definition, which is whatever we have discussed already. You will write it as an independent examination of cost statements, cost records, and other related information of an entity with a view to express an opinion thereon. You will write that. Then you will come to the next point, which you will write as the objectives of cost audit are bifurcated into two, which is general objectives and social objectives. If you have more enough time, you can write what does it mean by general objectives. General objectives are the objectives of the entity to get benefit within the entity, and social objectives, the benefit should be extended to the society also. Regarding this you can write, and then you can move on to the social objectives. I hope it's clear. So this is what is there in the concept book also, but it is given in minimal points. I have clearly written, bifurcated and given in the capsule. Now you will write this in the answer. Can we start with cost audit definition, ma'am? Yes, you have to start with cost audit definition. Harish Hari, you have to start with cost audit definition when any question from cost audit is being asked. Like scope, objectives, you have to start with cost audit. Pavni, thank you, ma'am. You're welcome, Pavni. Now, verification of cost accounts, ensuring prescribed procedures are followed to detect and prevent errors and frauds, determination of inventory valuation, facilitating the fixation of prices of goods and services, periodic reconciliation between cost accounts and financial accounts, detection and correction of abnormal loss, and ensuring optimum utilization of resources of enterprise. This is what we have seen, but everything is given in a clear format in capsule. This is the difference between concept book, workbook and the capsule. In capsule, everything will be given in a clear-cut manner, so you need not to worry about anything. Social objectives we have seen, verifying prices of products is justified as per the product and quality are concerned, removing the differences if there are any, and looking for no cost-based economic imbalance may occur in the product or services, facilitating in the global market and ensuring the efficient utilization of resources. Allu Satish, ma'am, I got 76 marks in cost audit December 2024 examination. Very much congratulations and thank you so much for letting us know. Congratulations for getting 76 marks. Ma'am, are these 50 questions enough for theory? Yes. Shreya Shri, these 50 questions are enough for the preparation. For theory, it is enough. Now, this is regarding the question number 2 and question number 3. I hope it's clear. Now, we are moving on to question number 4. Now, what is question number 4? Question number 4, which is from concept number 5. This has been tested in December 2023 for 7 marks. What are the benefits of cost audit? Now, what are the benefits of cost audit? Here, when benefits of cost audit is being asked in the examination, even in suggested answer, how they are giving, you have to look into this. Now, benefits of cost information is being given, and after that benefits of cost audit is being given in the examination. Now, this I have given clearly in the handwritten notes. First, what is the benefits of cost audit? First, you will write the cost audit definition. Then you will start with the benefits of cost audit. Now, who has given us these benefits? As per International Federation of Accountants. So, this IFA has given us this benefits of cost audit. International Federation of Accountants. It helps us to ascertain whether organization records are maintained to give a true and fair view of cost of production, processing, manufacturing and mining. So, cost audit will help us, will give us benefit to know about the organization records, whether they are maintained to give a true and fair view of cost of production, processing, manufacturing and mining. This is the first benefit of cost audit, and it will help us to identify the weakness in the cost accounting system. It will help us to drive down the cost by deducting the wastage. If there is any wastage, we will be able to cut down the cost, and it will also assist the government in formulating the taxation policy, because this is how we are going to determine what is our cost, what is our profit margin and what is our price. Now based on the profit, based on the revenue only, you're going to get the you're going to give the tax. Now if you are doing a cost audit, which means you're preparing a report, and this report will be submitted to the regulatory bodies. Based on that report, they will determine what is your taxation policy. So these are the 4 benefits of cost audit, which is given by International Federation of Accountants. This is important, you have to remember that. Benefits of cost audit has been given by International Federation of Accountants, and it will help us to ascertain whether organization records are maintained to give a true and fair view of cost of production, processing, manufacturing and mining. It will help to identify the weakness of cost accounting system, helps to drive down the cost by detecting wastage, and assist government in formulating taxation policy. You'll write the definition and you'll write these 4 points for benefits of cost audit. After that, you have to write the benefit of cost information also, because this is how the answer is being given. If you're only writing about benefits of cost audit, you will not get the fullest marks. You have to write both benefits of cost audit and benefits of cost information. Now, benefits of cost information are cost information use, which means we are utilizing the cost information in the full and best manner, and it will help us to assess the performance, scope of costing. The entire costing coverage is there. It will help us in decision making, and it is data consistency, which means whatever we are writing in the cost information, everything is given in that. The data is given in a particular format and consistently it is written, which means for past year, for current year, for future years, based on budget, standard, everything is there in the cost information. So these are the benefits of cost information. Cost information use, assessing performance, scope of costing, decision support and data consistency. Highlighted by the expert committee formed by the Government of India to study cost audit scenario. Now, who has given us these benefits of cost information? Expert group has been appointed by the Government of India, and they have done the analysis of cost audit, and they have given us this benefits of cost information. So you have to write both the benefits of cost audit and benefits of cost information. Ma'am, I have taken handwritten copy in the December 2024 attempt. Will that be enough, or should I purchase soft copy again? What handwritten copy? Okay, which means you're saying that the December 2024 handwritten notes is available with you. You can rely on that, but in that handwritten notes copy, only few topics are covered. All the topics are not covered. So if you want a better version of it, if you want everything to be covered in the handwritten notes, then yes, you have to go for it. Ma'am, these 50 questions are enough for exam preparation. Whether the question in exam are asked from the super 50 questions. Will definitely these questions will be asked. Exact questions, I can't tell it. The question variation can change. They can make the difference in way of asking the question, and then they can ask. But the concepts which we are covering the super 50, those are enough for your preparation. I can't tell the exact question will be copied and pasted in the examination, and no one can tell. But the concepts which we are discussing from the super 50 questions are enough for your examination. So yes, benefits of cost audit, which has been tested in December 2023. Now, what are the benefits which has been highlighted by the expert committee formulated by the Government of India? Cost information use enables the organization to structure, understand and communicate cost with the stakeholders. So how this cost information to be communicated, how this should be used, regarding that it is a benefit, assessing the performance. Costing is vital for evaluating organization performance. We will be able to know the cost, we will be able to know the price and the profit, and based on that we will be able to know what is our financial position. Shareholders and stakeholders value and operational efficiency. It provides insights into resource efficiency, waste management and allocation policy. Regarding each and everything we'll be able to identify from cost information. And scope of costing covers product, process and resource related information. Everything is covered. It helps appraise actual performance against the strategies. We'll prepare the standards and budgets. Based on that only we'll do the assessment. It will help us in decision support. meeting customer expectations and profitability targets, assisting in continuous improvement of resource utilization, guiding product mix and investment decision. So all these will be helping in the decision making. And data consistency. Working from a common data source ensures reconcilable output reports. If we are using the cost information, everything is already there in the cost information and data is given in a consistent manner. So with that, we'll be having the entire information of an entity and we can use that in the cost audit purpose, which means verification purpose. So these are the benefits of cost audit, which you have to write it in the examination. So yes, we have done with question number 4 also. Only 3 questions are there from basics of cost audit. If you see my the concept book, we have entirely only 6 concepts from unit 1 basics of cost audit, and that concepts are: concept 1 is introduction, concept 2 scope of cost audit, which is the important question which we have seen already, and concept 3 genesis of cost audit, which hasn't been tested so far in theoretical question, but these years you have to remember for MCQ purpose. For MCQ purpose, years are very important and you have to remember the year numbers and what has been done in that particular year. Objectives of cost audit, we have seen 2 questions: general objectives and social objectives. Can be asked as a single question or can be separately asked in the examination. Then we have seen about the benefits of cost information. So regarding benefits of cost information, you have to write the benefits of cost audit also, which is covered in the handwritten notes. The benefits of cost audit is given in the handwritten notes. So you have to remember both benefits of cost audit as well as benefits of cost information. I hope it's clear. And then cost accounting standards, which is not so important topic. So I hope everything is clear and we have done with basics of cost audit. Is everything clear so far? A quick reply in the chat box. Is everything clear? Any doubts? Is everything clear? Any doubts? Basics of cost audit is completed. Workbook. Yes, workbook is there. We are going for workbook only. This is what we have seen. We are covering these questions from workbook only. Guys, a quick reply in the chat box. Pavan, yes, I'm clear. Thank you, Pavan. What about others? What about others? Be active in the chat box, please. I want an active participation. Pavni, clear, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Pavni. Now, I hope Unit 1 Basics of Cost Audit is clear. Now, Unit 2 Companies, Cost Records and Audit Rules 2014. Shri, perfect, ma'am. Thank you, Shri. Perfect. Now, Unit 2 Companies, Cost Records and Audit Rules 2014. Sandeep Kumar, so speed. Sandeep Kumar, this is a booster revision session. So I'm being a little bit speed because already a marathon is available and we have to complete all the Super 50 questions. So yes, speed is there. But if it's more like more speed and you're not being able to cope it up, I'll make it slow. Allu Satish, clear, 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 clear. Thank you everyone. Okay, the speed is an issue for you. I'll reduce the speed. Companies, Cost Records and Audit Rules 2014. Now we are going to start with Unit 2. Now, what is the first question? Question number 9. Now, in Companies, Cost Records and Audit Rules 2014, what are the practical questions which are important? Value addition. We have practical questions, value addition, financial position and ratio analysis, financial position and ratios, and then we have profit reconciliation. We have profit reconciliation. These are the 3 practical questions, 3 topics of practical questions which are being tested in the examination. Now, any one of the question will definitely be asked in the examination. As I have already told, there will be a separate session for practicals. We'll discuss practicals then. I hope it's clear. So you need not worry about practicals. Now, question number 9. Question number 9 is from concept 3 and 4. Now what is concept 3 and 4? We are going to see in our concept book. Now what is concept 3? Concept 3 is about definition. Now concept 3 is about definitions and concept 4 is about rule 3, which is applicability of cost records. Will we get soft copy? Please release on today, ma'am. Yes, today it will be released, Yashwant. Yes, you will get the soft copy by today. Now, how many rules we have? We have 6 rules. Rule 1 is talks about title and commencement. Rule 2, definitions. Rule 3, applicability of cost records. Rule 4, applicability of cost audit. Rule 5, maintenance of cost records. And Rule 6, cost audit. So these are the 6 rules which we have in companies cost records and audit rules 2014. Now what is Rule 1? Title and commencement, which means companies cost records and audit rules 2014 is the title. And what is the commencement date? 30th of June 2014. And this has been bought through an official gazette. By publishing in an official gazette, this has been bought. This date is important, will be tested in your MCQs. This is rule 1. Title is companies cost records and audit rules 2014 and commencement date is 30th of June 2014. Rule 1. Now, what is rule 2? Definitions. In rule 2 of definitions, what definition is important for you to remember? The third definition, which is cost accountant in practice. Cost accountant in practice. This definition is important. Now, who is a cost accountant in practice? Cost and management accountant, who is a CMA, holding a valid certificate of practice and is deemed to be in practice. He should be working in practice. He should have a valid COP and he is a CMA. He is a qualified CMA. All these three, if it's satisfied, he is called as a cost accountant in practice. Now, includes individual firm and LLP. So, cost accountant in practice will include individual, firm and LLP. When it comes to firm and LLP, in firm and LLP, majority of members or partners should be cost accountants. Only then the firm and LLP will be eligible to be a cost accountant in practice. That definition is important. Now, cost auditor. Who is a cost auditor? CMA in practice, who is appointed by the board of directors. So, whoever the cost accountant in practice is there, he should be appointed by board of directors. Then he will be called as a cost auditor. Now, cost audit report. What is called as a cost audit report? Duly signed report on cost records and cost statements prepared as per rules and regulations. Whatever the duly signed report is there by the cost auditor, by doing the verification of cost records and cost statements, that report is called as cost audit report. And this will include attachments, annexure, qualifications, observations. Now, what does it call as attachment? Whatever the additional documents are required for understanding about the cost audit report, all that are called as attachments. Now, what are annexures? Annexures are supplementary schedules or tables, which gives about details of production, sales, inventory, breakup of cost elements. Regarding different cost elements, regarding production, sales, we'll have different schedules and tables. Regarding that, it is called as annexures. Now, what are qualifications? Qualifications are remarks, suggestions, which cost auditor he himself want to give about the cost records information. Those are called as qualifications. Now, what are observations? Whatever he has observed about. What are his own findings in cost records and cost statements. So, all these are included in cost audit report. So, this is the definition of cost audit report. Duly signed report on cost records and cost statements prepared as per rules and regulations, which will include attachments, annexures, qualifications and observations. I hope it's clear. Now, next is cost records. Next definition is cost records. Now, what is it called as cost records? Books of accounts relating to utilization of material, labor and other costs relating to production of goods or providing of services. Now, what is it called as cost records? It means books of accounts in which the information will be there regarding the Utilization of resources. What resources? Material, labor, and other cost, other related to cost regarding this, and it is related to production of goods or providing of services. So regarding this resources, utilization in production, regarding this information, it will be the books of accounts, which is called as cost records. Now, these are the four important definitions from Rule 2, which is cost accountant in practice, cost auditor, cost audit report, and cost records. These are the four important definitions. Will this be tested in the examination, ma'am? Yes, it has been tested. Now, regarding this, a question has been tested. See here, question number 8. Now, how questions are being tested, you will understand. December 2017, it is a question. What are books of accounts as per Companies Act 2013? Do cost records become part of books of accounts? So, we have seen a definition of cost records. Cost records are nothing but books of accounts. So, books of accounts are part of cost records. So, you have to understand the definition for that. So, books of accounts and cost records. So, books of accounts include records related to money transaction, sales and purchases, assets and liabilities, and cost records. So, books of accounts will also have the information related to cost records. You have to write that. Next, you have to write cost records are part of books of accounts for companies failing and falling under the preview of section 148. So before moving to companies cost records on Audit 2014, we have section 148. Now what is section 148? I guess you already know what is section 148. Now this section 148 gave powers to central government. Now what powers are given to central government? Entire section 148 is given for that. In this section 148 we have 8 subsections. Now, what is 148 subsection 1? Central government can give order to certain class of companies. Now, what are class of companies? Like production of goods or providing of services. Now, whatever company it is, if it is producing goods or providing services, for those companies, central government may give an order to include in their books of accounts related to information of utilization of material, labor, and other items of cost. So far, whatever we have seen as the definition of cost records. So, in this definition of cost records, we need to have books of accounts. In these books, the related information of utilization of material, labor, and other items of cost should be there. This power is given to central government to give an order about it through section 148 of Companies Act 2013. So, this is what we have seen here. So here see, section 148 allows the central government to mandate cost audits for specified companies. This is 148 subsection 2. Central government, if it is of opinion to do so, may direct the manner of conducting cost audit of cost records of certain class of companies having turnover or net worth as may be prescribed. Now, what is this turnover and net worth limit for cost audit? We'll see in the Rule 3 and Rule 4. Now, central government, if it is of opinion, can direct the manner of conducting audit, which is given in 148 subsection 2. That is what it is given here. Central government can give mandate cost audit for specified companies. Rule 2E, which we have seen as the rules now. In these rules, we have seen the definition of cost records. Rule 2, we have seen the definition of cost records in the 6th point, which is called as E point. The company's cost records on Audit Rules 2014. Cost records refer to books of accounts related to material, labor, and other cost components as applicable under section 148. Thus, cost records are part of books of accounts for companies falling under the preview under section 148. So, even rules are very, very important. So, this you have to remember. Rule 2, these definitions are important. Now, coming to Rule 3. Applicability for maintenance of cost records. This is Rule 3 is about cost records, not about cost audit. Cost records, maintainability. Now, who has to maintain cost records? Maintenance of cost records, companies. Either a domestic company or a foreign company. There is no specific criteria of one company. Either a domestic company or a foreign company. Sorry, just a moment. Guys, I'm really sorry. There was a technical glitch. Just give me a moment. I'll try to. Guys, is it clear now? Sorry, there was some technical glitch. Is it clear now? Yes, ma'am, clear. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry for the inconvenience caused. Now, rule 3, applicability for maintenance of cost records. Who has to maintain? Companies, either a domestic company or a foreign company has to maintain, who are engaged in production of specified goods or providing services. Now, where does this specified goods or providing services is given to us? In regulated sectors and non-regulated sectors table it is given to us. Now, whether the importance of remembrance is there in case of regulated sectors and non-regulated sectors table. Do we have to definitely remember it, ma'am? Yes, you have to remember it. You don't have any other option. Yes, you have to remember it. Now, what are the things which are given in the regulated sectors table? Telecommunication services, generation, transmission, distribution and supply of electricity, petroleum products, drugs and pharmaceuticals, fertilizers, sugar and industrial alcohol. All these are given under regulated sectors table. And what about non-regulated sectors? Machinery and mechanical appliances, turbojets and turbopropellers, arms and ammunition explosive, propellant powders, radar apparatus and radio navigational, vehicle tanks and armed fighting, about the weapons and part services of steel dropping, hooking, loading and unloading services, aeronautical services, iron and steel, roads and other infrastructure projects, rubber and allied products, coffee and tea, railway and tramway locomotives. Likewise, we have 33 non-regulated sector products or services in this particular table. Now, do we have to remember it? Try to remember the regulated sectors table. And what about non-regulated sectors table, ma'am? Give a revision 2 to 3 times, and when the question is being asked in the examination, you will get an idea. Okay, this is not from regulated sectors table, so this is definitely from non-regulated sectors table. You will have that idea. So try to go for non-regulated sectors and regulated sectors table. Now, whatever we have seen here. Now, engaged in production of specified goods or providing of services for regulated sectors and non-regulated sectors. overall turnover from all products and services should be more than or equal to 35 crores during the immediate preceding financial year. So what is the turnover limit for records maintenance? More than or equal to 35 crores. Yes, same Harish. Hari, remember non-regulated sectors and remember regulated sectors and rest all whatever it is asked, it is non-regulated sectors only. But give a revision of those 33 non-regulated sectors. If it is not being asked from that also, you have to identify it. Alpha Vishnu. Vishnu has given us a shortcut. So if you want to remember as a shortcut, you can remember that. DPETS. So what is the turnover limit? Overall turnover from all products and services should be more than or equal to 35 crores during the immediate preceding financial year. And majorly we have exceptions for this particular case. Now, for which entities the cost records maintenance is not applicable, does not apply to foreign company having only a liaison office in India. Now, what does it mean by liaison office? Which means a representative office, which means only acts as a connection or bond. For example, there is a parent company which is in the foreign and there is a business partner in India. And liaison office, which means it is not doing any kind of work, but only it is there to enhance the working relationship between the foreign company and the Indian company. So those kind of companies are called as a liaison office. Those kind of offices are called as liaison office, which is a representative office between a foreign company and an Indian company, which is only for connection or a bond. To have the transactions between them, it will act as a mediator company. So those kind of offices, if they are there in the India, those companies need not maintain the cost records, eliminated from Rule 3. Foreign company having only a liaison office in India. And companies classified into micro or small enterprise as per MSMED Act 2006. For MSMED Act, for micro and small enterprises, whatever investment and turnover limit which you have in your law, the same limits are there. Nothing was revised. So, only two exceptions. One, if company is having a liaison office, only liaison office in India, then it is exempted from cost records maintenance. And company having a micro or small enterprise. So this is Rule 3. Now, regarding this Rule 3 only, we have a question. December 2019, Healthcare Equipment Limited is engaged mainly in the production of cardiac stents, catheters, pacemakers, intraocular lenses. So they have specified the names about the products and services for us. Now, where do we come across this cardiac stents, catheters, pacemakers and intraocular lenses? In our concept book, if you see 33 of non-regulated sectors table, cardiac stents, catheters, intraocular lenses and whatever we have, this is all regarding the pacemakers are here. So all these are regarding the medical devices. So this is given in the non-regulated sectors table. So non-regulated sectors, that is clarified. State below whether the maintenance of cost records is applicable if the company fulfills the turnover criteria. So they have asked records, cost records maintenance, which means about the Rule 3. They have asked about Rule 3. 1.1. A foreign company having a registered office at Mumbai. They haven't told us about the liaison office, and in the Rule 3 itself, clearly we have stated maintenance of cost records by companies, either a domestic company or a foreign company. No, even a foreign company is there. If it is having a registered office at Mumbai, then it has to maintain the cost records. Healthcare services in a non-regulated sectors given from item 33 of non-regulated sectors table, and any company which is domestic or a foreign company having annual turnover of 35 crores or more from all its products or services in the previous year shall maintain cost records. Therefore, the rule is applicable to a foreign company. I hope it's clear. A company classified as a micro enterprise. This is, we have seen in the exception. If a company is having or classified as a micro or small enterprise, then cost records need not maintain. Nothing contained in the company's cost records and audit rules shall apply to a company which is classified as a micro enterprise or a small enterprise as per turnover criteria under MSMED Act. Then a foreign company having only a liaison office at Delhi and Mumbai, it is also an exception. Nothing contained in serial number 23 shall apply to a foreign company having only a license office in India. Then a domestic company whose average turnover of 40 crores for last 2 years has dropped down to 24 crores in the current financial year 2018 and 19. For this, you have to come across this note. Note. Once the maintenance of cost records become applicable, it would be maintained on a continuous basis in the subsequent years also, which means once maintenance of cost records and cost audit has become applicable, one in the current year, if that organization or the entity has come across rule 3 and rule 4 and have maintained the cost records and gone for cost audit, for upcoming years, even if the turnover has come down, they have to maintain cost records and cost audit. Once maintenance of cost records become applicable, it would be maintained on a continuous basis in a subsequent years also, even if the turnover of company in the previous year fall below the threshold limit. So this you have to write. I hope the question 9 is clear to you. I hope question number 9 is clear. Now, question number 11. What is question number 11? See this question. This question is also from concept 3 and concept number 4. So we will also go through the concept number 4 and we will come. Now we have come across rule 3, which is concept 3. Now rule 3 is done. Now what is rule 4? Applicability of cost audit. For what entities applicability of cost audit is there? For regulated sectors and non-regulated sectors, we have a bifurcation. Now, for regulated sectors, we will see overall annual turnover during immediate preceding financial year should be more than or equal to 50 crores. So here we will go for overall annual turnover, which means either from regulated sectors products, either from non-regulated sectors products, or any other products or services. Overall products and services turnover should be more than or equal to 50 crores in the immediate preceding financial year. Aggregate turnover of individual products or services should be more than or equal to 25 crores, which means here we will come across the products and services, which means table A and table B products combinedly. What is the aggregate turnover? That should be more than or equal to 25 crores in the immediate preceding financial year. If both these are satisfied, then it is classified to be regulated sectors, and for regulated sectors products and services cost audit should be done. Here it is not or, here it is and. Remember, both overall annual turnover and aggregate turnover of individual products should be satisfied. Now for non-regulated sectors, overall annual turnover during preceding financial year should be more than or equal to 100 crores. And aggregate turnover of individual products or services should be more than or equal to 35 crores in the preceding financial year. If both these are satisfied, then for non-regulated sector products and services also cost audit should be done. If both these and this is satisfied, then yes, for all products and services, cost audit should be done for the organization. And what is rule 4 non-applicability? For regulated sectors and non-regulated sectors, exceptions are same. I'm really sorry, there is some kind of technical glitch happening today. I don't know why. Now, non-applicability of rule 4. For regulated sectors and non-regulated sectors, if revenue from exports, which is foreign exchange revenue, is more than or equal to 75% of total revenue, just a moment. Okay. Now, if revenue from exports, which is foreign exchange revenue, is more than 75% of total revenue, then for that company, cost audit need not be done. If operating from special economic zone, cost audit need not be done. Engaged in generation of electricity for captive consumption through captive generating plant. Now, what does it mean by captive consumption? Which means if goods manufactured by one division or unit are consumed by another division or unit within the entity, the goods are being, the electricity is being generated by one unit and that is being consumed by the other unit for producing another product. So this is called as captive generating plant. So they are generating electricity within the entity and they are utilizing more than 15%, 51% or at least 51% of electricity generates for own consumption. They are utilizing 51% for own consumption. So that is called as captive generating plant. If any company is there that is engaged in generating of electricity for captive consumption through a captive generating plant, for these three companies or entities, Rule 4 is not applicable. But Rule 3, if it is satisfying the turnover limit of Rule 3, Rule 3 is applicable. But Rule 4 is not applicable. What are the three? If revenue from exports, foreign exchange revenue is more than 75% of total revenue. If operating from special economic zone, engage in generation of electricity for captive consumption through captive generating plant. So these three are Rule 4 exemptions. No, this is Rule 4 turnover and this is Rule 4 exemptions. I hope it's clear. Now, we are coming from question number 11. ABC, a public limited company, manufacturing product comes under non-regulated sector and classified products under CTA, Customs Tariff Act heading. The total turnover of the company for the financial year 22-23 is 159 crores as per details below. Now 1, 2, 3 serial numbers are given. This is CTA heading, which is Customs Tariff Act heading, and details are given. Waste and scrap, products manufactured, and what are the byproducts. And turnover is given 46, 57, 56. Total turnover is 159. Now the company seeks your opinion whether the provisions of maintenance of cost records and audit thereof applicable particularly in the view of turnover of all product group individually is below the 100 crores. So individual products group is below the 100 crores. Then whether the cost records and audit has to be done or not. Regarding this, they have asked us an opinion. Now how we are going to write the opinion? First, applicability of cost records and audit. First, you'll write the provision. Now what is the provision? Since the main product's turnover exceeds the 35 crores. Now what is the main product? Products manufactured 57 crores they have given. 35 crores and the company's turnover is above 100 crores. What is the total turnover of a company? 159. It is more than 100 crores. Maintenance of cost records and cost audit is mandatory as per company's cost records and audit rules 2014 as amended. Cost audit applies only to the main product. Now what is given here? Products manufactured 57 crores is given as a turnover. So for products manufactured, it is more than 35 crores. So the cost audit has to be, the cost records has to be maintained. And the overall turnover is more than or equal to 100 crores, which means we are assuming that overall turnover is met and also individual products and services turnover is also met. Because here, individual table A products how much, table B products how much, they haven't specified anything. So we are assuming that all the limits are satisfied for Rule 4 also. So we have taken here cost audit as applies to only the main product. It will not be applicable for waste and the byproduct. So for waste and scrap are byproducts of the manufacturing process. They are classified under the CTA code for duty payment but not as a separate product. Cost audit does not apply to waste and scrap. And similarly for byproducts. If sold without further processing, their realizable value is adjusted against the cost of main product. Hence, a separate cost statement is not required. If subjected to further processing before sale, a separate cost statement is prepared and included in the cost audit report. So, regarding byproducts, it will not be included in the cost audit. But if these byproducts are being sold, then a separate cost statements will be prepared and that cost statements will be added to the cost audit report. So this is regarding question number 11. So this Here we have seen the 35 crores turnover limit, which is for rule 3, and for rule 4 we have 4 turnover limits for regulated sectors and non-regulated sectors. Here they have specifically mentioned as about the non-regulated sectors only, and they have given us that overall annual turnover is more than or equal to 100 crores. Now what is overall annual turnover? 159, which means it exceeded. So individual turnover they haven't given us. So we are assuming that individual turnover is also exceeded 35 crores, and we have taken that rule 4 is also applicable, rule 3 is also applicable. For waste and scrap and byproducts, rule 3 and rule 4 is not applicable because these are not the separate products. These are the byproducts of manufacturing. I hope question number 11 is clear. If you have any doubts, then you can ask me in the chat box. Now, question number 12. Question number 12, December 24, MQP of June 25, June 24 and December 2024. A major misconception which many of you students will have, that if it is being tested in the mock question paper, the same question will not be tested in the examination. For that purpose only I have given. December 2024 mock question paper, this is the question, and main question paper also it has been tested. Question 12. Explain the provisions related to applicability of cost audit as per company's cost records and audit rules 2014. So whatever we have seen as rule 4, you have to write that. Cost audit applicability as per company's cost records and audit rules 2014. Threshold limits for cost audit. Item A. You can tell it as item A. You can tell it as table A. You can tell it as regulated sectors table. All are same. You can write any of these three in the examination. Item A, table A or regulated sectors table. Item A, companies. Cost audit is mandatory if overall turnover is more than or equal to 50 crores and turnover of specific products and services under rule 3 is more than or equal to 25 crores. Item B, companies. Cost audit is mandatory if overall turnover is more than or equal to 100 crores and turnover of specific products or services under rule 3 is more than or equal to 35 crores. Exemptions from cost audit. Cost audit is not required if the company earns more than 75% revenue from exports and foreign exchange, operates from a special economic zone, engages in captive power generation as per electricity rules 2005. So you'll write the provision and you'll write the exemptions. I hope it's clear. This is whatever we have discussed already. Now, question number 14. What is question number 14? Question number 14 is from concept 6, December 2022. While accepting the offer of appointment as a cost auditor of a company, what certificate should be submitted by the cost auditor to the company? So this is from concept number 6. Now what is concept number 6? Our concept number 6 is maintenance of cost records, which is our rule number 5. Now what is rule number 5? Maintenance of cost records. Remembering regulated sectors is enough. Okay. Okay, sorry. Now, maintenance of cost records. Company, its units or branches shall maintain cost records in form CRA 1 for each financial year on or after 1/4/2014. So, they have to maintain. And for non-regulated sectors, coffee and tea, milk powder, electrical, electronics, machinery, they have to maintain in CRA 1 form on or after 1/4/2015. So this is the date from which maintenance of cost records shall be done. Now, if you come here in rule 6, company within 180 days from the commencement of financial year shall conduct a board meeting, and in which cost auditor has to be appointed by the board of directors by passing a board's resolution. So this is the first point. How the cost auditor should be appointed? He shall be appointed by the board of directors in a board meeting by passing a board's resolution within 180 days from the commencement of financial year. After appointment, the company shall inform cost auditor about his or her appointment through an engagement letter, which is called as audit engagement letter, and obtain a consent letter. In that consent letter, along with that consent letter, a certificate from cost auditor shall also be obtained. And this certificate, contents of certificate, details of cost auditor, whether he is an individual, firm or LLP, he is eligible and not disqualified, Appointment is within limits and as per rules satisfy section 141 of Companies Act 2013. Now, what does section 141 tells about? Qualification, disqualification, rights and duties of auditors. And matter disclosed in the certificate is true and fair. With all these contents, a certificate should be given by the cost auditor to the company when he is being appointed as a cost auditor. What are the contents of certificate? Details of cost auditor, whether he is an individual, firm or LLP. He is eligible and not disqualified. Appointment is within limits and as per the rules. Satisfy section 141 and matter disclosed in certificate is true and fair. So regarding all this, content should be given in the certificate. So this question tells us about the certificate. A cost auditor appointed shall submit a certificate that the individual or firm is eligible and not disqualified under the relevant law. The criteria in section 141 of the Act is satisfied. The appointment is within the legal limits. Any proceedings against the auditor or firm are disclosed and accurate. Everything given in the certificate is true and fair. The cost auditor is also required to give a certificate to the audit committee, if audit committee is there, in respect of his independence and arm's length relationship with the company. So this should be given to the board of directors. If audit committee is there, then to the audit committee, he shall submit about the independence and arm's length relationship of the company, that he is having an arm's length relationship. I hope it's clear. So this is regarding the question number 14. Now, question number 15. What is the basis adopted to determine normal price with respect to the related party transaction? Now, this is from CRA 1. Now, this is from CRA 1. Guys, are you there? Is it visible? Is it not? Ma'am, Pavni Desai, am I audible? Is it visible? Not visible. Just a moment, there are a lot of technical issues today. I'm really sorry. I'll ensure that this is not repeated from tomorrow. Audible, but we can't see the screen. Just a moment. I'll be right back. Guys, I'm really sorry. Just give me 5 minutes time. I'll again start the live and I'll make sure this isn't repeating again. There is technical issue and there is heavily raining outside. I don't know whether it is a net connectivity issue or what's happening. I'll ensure this is not happening due to some bad weather condition in Chennai. I'm thinking that net is not working correctly and even I have some technical issue here. So I hope that's fine. I'll end this live session and I'll again restart the live and I hope that's okay for you all. I'll start the live by 4 again. Please, I need your assurance. Alpha, okay, ma'am. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you so much. Pavan, okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Pavni, okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Ending the live, and I'll again will start by 4 and will ensure we'll complete it. Thank you. Thank you so much.